Welcome to Gainesville, Florida, and the swamp, where, as they like to say here, only the Gators come out alive. This place is cranked up and ready for a big game today. And wow, do we have a fun one here ahead. A top 10 team walking into this snake pit of an environment, just trying to get out alive. This will be fun. We'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 17th ranked team, the Florida Gators. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. And the Gators will kick this away to start us off. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. On first down, it's play action. Bringing pressure while taking a shot on the very first play. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
But what a play here by this receiver for a big gain for Texas. And Chris, I think back all the years of Texas football, going way back. They've had some good receivers. Roy Williams comes to mind, Devin Duvernay more recently in the slot. But, man, they really need to start a new legacy. And maybe plays like this can get them going in a new direction.
Here's the second down play. Back to throw. It's Manning. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a first down.
The Longhorns come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake, looking to throw. That's reeled in. It's Moore. And he's run out after a big gain. The offense will be set up with a first down and goal.
This is what makes this guy so tough. It's basically an option route. With the ability to break in or out, he sets his defender up, gets leverage to the inside, and they have a nice completion.
Receiver makes the catch. Tackle down at the 3 after the catch. Defense up against it now.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards. I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Looking to score with a run to the right. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now third down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that A-gap and try to overpower that defensive front.
He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas.
Wow, that is dedication to this running game. Third down and goal. You give it to the running back. And let's give credit to that offensive line. Good job of getting low and getting movement in the trenches there to give him enough room to get into the end zone.
And the extra point was up and good. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and we'll start at the 25. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They flip it to him on the jet sweep. That one takes it across the 30-yard line.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
Offense getting set. It's second down. They'll hand it off. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Hand off to the single back. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
The defense coordinator this week, all week, telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Now it's 2nd down here. To throw, it's Lagway. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. And that's a solid return after the interception. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. And there's the handoff. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this 2nd down.
Important 2nd down play coming up. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Pulls it in. It's Baxter. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. Falls incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. The shotgun handoff here. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Well, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
Boy, how fortunate is the Florida defensive coordinator when you can rely on speed and quickness like this on the defensive line. No need to blitz. You don't have to bring those linebackers when you have the tradition and speed and excellence in the defensive line like these Florida Gators have.
Makes the catch. Can he get in? He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns. And they'll set up for the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. The Gators offense retakes the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. They'll try and run it. Here's the running back. The ball carrier taken down, but there's a flag on the field. See if the offense can overcome that holding penalty. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Trying to find some room. It's Daniels. Tackle made after just a short gain. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? From the shotgun now. Here's a handoff inside. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. They'll be tackled. They'll have to wait and see what this penalty marker is about. Obviously, the defense will decline that penalty on the offense and take the result of that play. The Gators will send their punt team onto the field. Looking to flip the field here. Not the way he wanted to kick it. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Second down after that run on the previous play. An inside give now from the shotgun. They stop him, but it's a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
That's solid run, good for first down yardage. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. The sophomore quarterback fortunate that didn't end in an interception.
This is a great job by the defense, putting 2 defenders on the most talented receiver on their team. Make this quarterback have to find another option to move the ball down the field.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. But they tackle him after just a 2-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 8. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Grab down the middle. It's Golden. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's 3rd down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
On the run, it's Baxter.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Looking to throw. It's Manning. The pocket breaking down. Oh, and he cannot hold on to the end zone. Missed opportunity there in the red zone. Sets up a 3rd down.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
And it's incomplete in the very back of the
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
And the kick is good. Offense settles for 3 on the drive. And that will extend their lead even further. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. And the running back takes the handoff, and he's brought down after a short gain, does not make the first 10 yardage.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
What a job by this defense. Completely sniffed out the draw play here. I think they saw it from the time the huddle broke. Absolutely stuffed that play for no gain.
A tough situation for the offense. 3rd and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Contact as he threw it. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play.
Well, I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long. The defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
And the returner will be brought down. First down here for this offense. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things. Here. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this first quarter run out. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. The offense with some pre-snap motion. They'll hand it off. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Critical third down play for this offense right here. One's picked off. And he's got some open field ahead. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Chris, he's just trying to find the hole in his own coverage. But as you know, those windows can open and close pretty quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So timing's got to be just right, or you're going to see an interception like this.
Looking to throw it on first down. It's complete on the crossing route. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down. The Gators hustle to the line to run the hurry up. The back's got it. Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9.
Well, another short gain for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run and brought down at the line with that big defensive tackle.
Boy, this defense is strong up front. Linebackers are flying downhill, able to make plays against this run game. Now they get this offense to another third down. Now you pressure that quarterback and try to build on the lead.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. So the coach will decide to settle for 3 points here. Out comes the field goal unit. And he's made it from 50 yards out, showing off the deep range. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50 plus.
And the Longhorns offense takes the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession, ended in a pick. Gives it to the back. Fights through a tackle. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. He has first down yardage at the 46.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
The running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. And the wideout goes in motion. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Running back grabs it on a screen. And it'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Well, a screen pass is all about timing. This one just didn't come together at all. You couldn't get the blocking line. The timing was off. Everything seemed to be off. The defense blew up the entire setup.
Back to pass. It's Manning. Looks to the left for a quick throw. And he's got it. He's brought down, but the game moves the ball to the 39.
Boy, when you get a one-on-one opportunity, you got to cash in on it. And this Texas receiver makes a great play to be able to come up with a big gain. This defense cannot just load up on the run game and the quarterback and leave these receivers one-on-one.
Longhorns moving quickly down the field here. He hands it off from the gun. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's 3rd down.
Boy, oh boy, Chris, this quarterback is getting way too loose with the football. He's already thrown an interception in the last series. Almost has another one here. He's got to start taking better care of the football.
After the incompletion, they'll come to the line for a 3rd and 4. Try and muscle for the 1st down. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now. Longhorns will come to the line on 4th down, looking to keep the drive going. And someone moved just a bit too early. That'll cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. So here comes the kicking team on the field. They'll settle for 3. This will be an attempt from 52 yards. Let's see if he's got the distance. He knocks this one right through. And they add to their lead.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They begin with a quick throw to the left. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion. And the Gators hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Back to throw. It's Lagway. Pressure is coming. He escapes the sack. Or throwaway there. Gave up on the play, but now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Gets rid of it on the move. Caught near the sticks. It's Jackson. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there. The Gators line up on 1st and 10 now.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Going to try to use his legs here. He shreds the tackle. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. No huddle now for the offense. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Well, this guy's got some wiggle, and you can see there he's got some power. He's able to break through one arm tackle, but the secondary comes up to finish him off.
Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's looking to scramble. Breaking free at midfield. It's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Nice job of this defense taking away the primary receiver, even the second and third option. But the quarterback's legs are the difference. They almost kept him short, but instead, he gets that first down.
Quick completion to the tight end. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play. Offense in hurry-up mode.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Well, nice first down here by this running back. And what he's doing today makes me reflect on some of the great backs that they've had over the years in Gainesville. Emmitt Smith, arguably one of the best backs, if not the best back in the history of the game. Damian Pierce more recently, but even guys like Eric Rett and Fred Taylor just really...
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Gators.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
And the PAT is good. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. We'll try to run it with the option. Pitches to the back. We've reached the 2-minute warning here. Let's see if this offense can build on this big lead before halftime. Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll run it from the gun. It'll be enough for a first down, brought down at the 43.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And the ball to the ground. Looks like the defense has it. Breaking free at the 35.
Well, the defense saw the quarterback keeping the ball, and their eyes... get to him to knock that ball away. And as a quarterback, he's got to do a better job on these design runs. He can't afford to keep the ball loose in traffic. He has to hold on tight, keep that ball close to his body, or they're going to turn it over every time.
So not what the coach was hoping to hear. Took a chance with the timeout to get the replay. We'll see if burning that timeout is costly down the road. First down, looking to throw the football. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field, looking to protect the football and protect the lead. They fumbled it away last time. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches. Ball moves to the 37 on the game. It's first down.
To throw, it's Manning. Pass rush closing in. And it's incomplete. Even in a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Takes the handoff. It's Baxter. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage. Not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. On the run here. Lets it go. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up fourth down. The Longhorns will line up to punt it away. And he takes it around the 20. Oh, and he's got some space here. Still going. It's a foot race. They can't catch him. Touchdown. An electrifying play, Kirk. He was just a better athlete than the guys trying to stop him on that coverage team.
Boy, that was a thing of beauty by this returner. But let's also not forget the blocks. Some key blocks there that set this return up and eventually got him into the end zone.
PAT up and good to get a little bit closer. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime of the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Longhorns offense takes the field. They were forced to punt it last time. Now they're looking to respond and add to this lead. Handoff to the back. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. And the offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
It's a strong run. Keeps the drive going. First down now. To throw, it's Manning. And he lofts it toward the sideline. Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete.
Well, Chris, the offense takes a shot downfield, and this defender does a great job of making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. He's going to take another shot right here. And it's incomplete. Just 10 seconds remaining now.
That ball just seemed to sail on. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
He's going to pull it down and run. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just one or two plays here before halftime. Just time enough for one more play in the half. Hand it off for a draw. He'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Longhorns will kick this away to begin the second half. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Florida offense retakes the field. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Off the play fake on first down. The QB throws his third pick of the day. Going the other way, can they stop him? Brings the interception all the way back. Touchdown, Texas.
Chris, that second-tier defender, the linebacker, sometimes can get lost in coverage. I don't know if the quarterback saw him. Quarterback threw it right to him, comes up with the interception, and then he has the speed to take it all the way to the house.
And the point after is right down the middle. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
Well, that's exactly what defensive coordinators love to see. You've got a cornerback that typically is known for his ability to cover, and here he shows some physical toughness by sticking his nose in there, and he comes up with a nice play in support.
Second down after that previous play. Looking to pass. It's Lagway. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's fourth down. The Gators will bring their punt team onto the field.
Number 18, on to punt it away.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team there.
And the Texas offense will take over. First and 10.
Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They'll try the option play here. He'll toss it to the back. Breaks loose at the 40. He's tackled after a big gain. Picks up a first down. Great execution on the option.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
There's the handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on first and 10.
Second down play coming up. Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. Dropping back. It's Manning. Receiver makes the grab. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Chris, the more we watch these spread offenses attack in today's game, it's not just about the vertical shots with the taller receivers on the outside. Defenses are challenged even more by those smaller slot receivers and their quickness in space.
Can he make it to the marker? Brought down at the 40. That'll be a first down.
How impressive have these guys been up front today? Big third down, know what you need to do, get the first down, continue to hold on to that lead, continue to work clock, and get that much closer to securing a victory.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Really good job here by the defense in coverage. Did a nice job here of staying in phase with the receiver. There's no chance for a completion at all.
The completion makes it second down. Looking for a gap. It's blue. Defense stops him, but that's a solid game. Crucial third down play coming up after that run. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Looking for his big tight end. And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be first and goal right there.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
Longhorns line up with a first and goal. They'll try to run it in on first and goal. And now the defense able to bring him down. Coming up, second down and goal. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Pass not complete.
I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Third and goal, try to make it on the ground. Touchdown, Longhorns. This offense is still clicking.
But when you have a big physical offensive line, you can wait to third and goal and rely on them and the running back to get you a touchdown.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. That one bounces through the end zone, so it'll start at the 25. Gators offense retakes the field. The last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time, or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off, and at least picked up some positive yards.
Dropping back. It's Lagway. Fires it to the wideout. He pulls it in for a big gain. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up for the first down. The Gators looking to use the up-tempo offense here.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Play action here on first down. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Pass falls incomplete on the deep shot, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's check it out. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The penalty backs him up first and very long. And the quarterback keeps it here. And that's a solid gain before the defense is able to bring him down.
Well, there's just so many things happening on these read option plays, and they happen fast. This defense has done a good job of trying to prevent this quarterback from hitting the big play. He gets some yards here, but at least he didn't get out for a big gainer.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play. Made the catch, but he was surrounded for not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Extending the play now. The sophomore calls his own number and keeps this drive moving. The Gators pick up enough yardage to get a first down. the shotgun. He'll hand it off.
There's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
After the incompletion, they'll have to try to convert here on 3rd and 9. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Catch made, looking for the goal line. Force out of bounds, but a nice gain there, and the offense will have a 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida. That's a crucial response with this offense, but still plenty of work to do here in the 3rd quarter.
I love that they're still fighting and competing. You can tell they've made some adjustments at half and try to get them back into this game. And that score is a great start.
Automatic in the PAT. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And the fair catch, signal for and take it. Longhorns offense takes the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. That's reeled in. It's Golden. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. Take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Here comes a handoff. Play moves the ball to about the 45. That's good for a 1st down.
Chris, that's another good run for him. He's had such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
And now from the pistol formation. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
2nd down after that short completion. Oh, nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
In college football today, the quarterbacks get rid of the ball often so fast that this is a great example for young players on the defensive line. If you can't get to the quarterback, watch their eyes and try to get your hands up so when the ball comes, you can knock it away.
Looking to throw. It's Manning. Going for a big play downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Tackle is finally made, but an explosive gain. They'll move it down to the 23-yard line.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the 2nd half. Get to a 3rd down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it, you convert, and you keep working that clock.
The Longhorns will have 1st and 10 here. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Makes a quick catch. He's tackled, but down at the 9-yard line. Defense getting pushed around. Looks like a man is down in the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Longhorns line it up with 1st and goal. It's an option look. Pitch play to the back. Tackle made, but there's a flag down on the field. That one hurts. Backs him up 10 yards. So here we go, an exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a 1st and goal. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. There's a shot toward the end zone. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
2nd down and goal upcoming. Handoff inside, looking for the touchdown. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Great job by the defense so far. It's 3rd and goal from a long way out. Off play action, he's looking to throw. Heavy pressure, he lets it go. Able to throw it away. He felt the heavy pressure, took a hit, and got rid of the football.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over, and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down. Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so a touchback will start at the 25. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be?
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Short connection to the tight end here. They get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. The Gators will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, that's the drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to this big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. 3rd down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
He's got some daylight turning on the speed. And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They'd love to produce some points and build this lead, but also work on the clock here. On 1st down, it's play action. Defense is coming after him. Able to get the pass away, but took a hit that time. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Handoff here from the shotgun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Now on 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Defense makes the stop. The screen pass doesn't produce a 1st down, and now it's 4th down. Longhorns will send the punt team onto the field. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. And it's a solid punt headed toward the sideline. And the punt heads out of bounds, taking the dangerous returner out of play here. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. Now coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Receiver in motion now. He'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. They stop him right at the 24.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the second and third down coming up.
Here's the second down play. He'll hand it off. And the freshman brings him down quickly. Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 27. Dropping back. It's Lagway. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. He went for it, and he gets it on the scramble. That is deflating for this defense. And the Gators looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
Looking to pass this time. Running out of time in the pocket. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
And I talk to defensive coordinators all over the country, and they're quick to point out the term affecting the quarterback. They kind of almost get offended when you want to talk to them about sacks. Sometimes it's just about getting into his face, affecting his vision. It's exactly what they did right here.
And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
And they'll run it with the draw play. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down.
Gain of 6. 4th down coming up.
Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. He's going for a big play downfield. And the pass is incomplete. That's a big stop for this defense on 4th down.
Well, I don't blame the offensive coordinator here. It's the right thing to do down a couple scores. They just didn't execute.
And the Longhorns offense takes the field. Forced to punt last time. Trying to add points, build the lead right here. And the single back takes the handoff. Finding some room at the 25. Brought down at the 3. That was a solid run.
Well, that's what you love to see from an offense. The offensive line and the running back in sync, working together, and it pays off. What a big gain. Thought he might be close to being able to take it all the way to the end zone, but the defense just brings him down there inside the 5.
The Longhorns hoping to punch it in here. They have 1st and goal. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. See if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Texas.
Number 26 with the carry.
Whether they got cooked up for this 2-point conversion attempt. And they're trying to punch it in here. And he's not going to get there. Stopped short. Missed opportunity to build this lead.
That keeps the score.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Florida 24.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Florida offense retakes the field. The last time they went forward on 4th down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. And the sophomores got him for a sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, And another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Scanning the field. It's Lagway. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. He's running out of time here. It's picked off again, the 4th for this QB today. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. They'll use that running game, trying to bleed the clock here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
Hey, it's a great job of running the football. It's the right idea, but the back's got to stay in bounds because remember, with the new rule in college football, the clock still stops momentarily until the referee sets the play clock for the next play, and then it'll start again. So stay in bounds and work that clock.
Using his legs on the scramble. Gain moves the ball to the 21 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, this is so deflating for this defense on 3rd and short. Good coverage downfield. They take away all the short routes, but the one guy that they don't account for is the quarterback and his legs. Picks up the 1st down by being athletic there and great awareness.
And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass you've got to have to come up with and make a catch.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. And the runner takes off to his right. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Longhorns are in the red zone now. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Looking to the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He could not hang on for a touchdown. My goodness. Well, here we go again. The field goal team is out there. This kicker's already got 3 makes in this game. Long enough and good. And that will extend their lead even further. Set for the kickoff here after adding to this big lead.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
1st down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looks to his left and makes the completion. That's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. That completion makes it 2nd and short. Looking downfield. It's Lagway. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. The defense gets him, but it's a 1st down. Shows you how dangerous he can be scrambling. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Makes the grab. It's Wilson. And a nice first down gain there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football and brings up a third down.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
Grab near the sticks. It's Jackson. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play. The Gators looking to run some tempo here. And looking to throw now on first down. Bringing pressure. The pocket breaking down. The sophomore able to get home with the sack.
It is a sack party out there for this defense. Everything going their way. You know that this offense is going to try to throw the football down by such a big margin late in the game. And this defensive line is bringing the heat. They come up with another sack.
Looking to scramble. He's going to take off. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but it is third down and long. Scanning the field. It's Legway. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
Now, fourth down.
Well, this head coach told us we prepared well. We're ready. I'd be shocked if we